What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to a near reincarnation video. All right, everyone. Abyss Tower is here. It is a great day in near reincarnation. I've been waiting for a second way to get Ascension books since the game came out. After we got the first way anyways, then everybody was saying from the JP server that we were going to get a second way. And I was wondering how they were going to implement that. And they implemented it in the Abyss Tower. So let's get right into this one and let's talk about it. I think this is going to be a game-changing day for Nier, and what I mean by that is we finally have content that we can play that doesn't necessarily involve us grinding it over and over again. Content that we actually have to think about, figure out, build specific teams, specific units, clear challenges, missions, and for once, it's not about the grind. I love the summoning event, but it is a high-tier grind. Now, when it comes to the Abyss Tower, it is not necessarily a grind, it's more about clearing the challenges and the missions, and we'll go over that in just a second. Let's pull up the notes first and talk about it, skim through them. Just for clearing the Abyss Tower, we're going to get 2,800 gems. Awesome, we love free gems. That means more summons. The big thing to take in is that we're getting cubes, weapon insignias, skill insignias, and more Ascension books. This now gives us 2 Ascensions per month. This will be permanent just like the summoning event. And then we're also going to get a 10 pull along with all these awesome rewards. We know right now cube drops are super rare. I've been playing since the beginning and farming dark weapon bosses since the beginning of the game. And I've only gotten 6 cubes total and 3 of them are from the summoning side of it. So that right there tells you how bad the drop rate is. Now there is a technique where you can quit out of the boss stage and do it that way and get more cube drops. But I don't want to do that with all the grinding I have to do already. I'm not going to sit there and waste stamina and back out of boss stages. I'm just not going to do it. I think it's something they should definitely address. If they give us more ways to farm the cubes outside of just grinding the pure dark weapons, then it might be okay, but they're going to have to really up that rate a lot. 1 per month is just not enough. I mean, there's more than 1 because you could farm it in the arena shop. I believe the bookmark shop as well, but they're still really hard to come by being you need so many. So definitely happy to see they added a cube to the reward list for the Abyss Tower. They also added a glorious success rate on win weapons, go figure. Abyss Tower is win. Now we have a success rate up on win weapons. We had this in the past on all weapons. Now it's just on win weapons. I guess better than nothing. Maybe next they'll do fire and then water and then light and dark. That would be pretty cool. Or just give us what we had back because that was the best. But I guess we can't go backwards at this point, so we got to take what we can get. So before we go over the Abyss Tower, let's talk about the new packs and see if they're worth buying. And that's going to be in the premium shop. So we got pack A, which is $3.99. Pretty cheap. Let's see what's in it. We're going to get 490 gems. We're going to get 200 XL weapon enhancements, and we're also going to get 5,000 golds. For $3.99, not bad considering you're getting 490 gems. Falls right in line with the rest of their packs, I guess. But the 200 weapon enhancements, definitely worth it if you're trying to build a ton of weapons and you don't have weapon enhancements. If you have an extra $4, can't go wrong, I guess. If you spend money, you spend money. If you don't, you don't at the end of the day. Then we also have pack B, and that is going to give us 3,060 gems, a skill insignia, 50 emerald wind crystals, and 50,000 golds for $24.99. And again, this falls right in line with the other monthly pack that gives you the skill insignia or weapon insignia for the same price. The only difference is we're getting 50 emeralds. That definitely makes this pack 3 times better than that one. So that's where the value is coming into play on the emerald crystals. And then we have pack C, and this is $74.99 for you big spenders out there that want to break the bank. And to be quite honest, this is a really good pack. You're getting 9,000 gems, 500 extra large character enhancements. You are getting an Ascension, and up until this point, they've never sold an Ascension outside the mission packs, and you have to clear missions in order to get those Ascensions. This straight up gives you a Ascension on purchase. Then you're also getting a Black Pearl, 100,000 gold, and a premium summoning ticket. If you have $74, this is the way to go. Really good pack. If you don't spend money, don't worry about it. But if you're looking to get the best value for your dollar, this is where it's going to be. I would definitely buy this over any of the other ones. For example, instead of buying 3 of these for $75, I'd rather buy pack C for $75 and get all of that with it, supposed to buying 3 of these. Now, yes, if you buy 3 of these, you're going to get 150 emerald crystals, but I think Ascensions are much more important in Nier currently, so I would go with this first and then trickle down to B and A. I wish they would add more of these. I think Nier right now is very expensive. One 10 pull is usually $25. In my eyes and playing other gotcha games, it just seems very high priced. I know it's not too far off, but the fact that you can spend $25 for one 10 pull and get nothing else with it on a normal basis, to me, is just really expensive, because they really don't give a lot of these special packs that have such good value. And when they do, it's usually once a month or once every couple months. So I'd like to see more of these. Nier, come on. Be generous to us. We're giving you our money. Give us generosity in return. Under quest and then subquest, we will find the Abyss Tower with all of our other events. Now we have 3 total, one of them being the Abyss Tower Flooded Dungeon. I just started doing it myself, and I can tell you right off the bat, some of these challenges are going to be tough for some of you guys out there, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that's going to make it not so tough for you. The first thing I learned is you're going to need a ton of costumes, or a costume of each character, to clear all of the Abyss Tower quests. So for the first one, I had to build Rion because I don't have him. I don't have him in a 4-star version, a 3-star version. I only had a 2-star version. And I really didn't want to build it, but I did because it's super cheap to build. And from farming all of the events, I had all of the materials I needed to max out a 2-star Rion. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will also have a ton of 2-star materials that you're not using, just sitting in your storage. Now is the time to use it. And I had to build my man 2-star Rion, which wasn't a big deal because I was able to clear it. But I will say it wasn't a 1, 2, 3 easy clear. I had to build up my Rion. I had to max him out, put some good weapons on him. Otherwise, I just couldn't get it done. Maybe I could have made some other changes. The issue is you need 2 costumes, not 1. For example, I only have Celebrity Gale at the moment as far as Gale goes. So I had to use my Celebrity Gale. I even had to put an Ascension on her to get this mission done. If it was 1 costume, this would be a lot easier, but because they're pairing 2 costumes, you might have to go outside the box and build up 2 characters that you're not currently using. You could use any costume, so if it's Gale, you can use any costume for Gale. If it's Rion, you can use any costume for Rion, whether it's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. Any version of him works. So I built up my Celebrity Gale because I haven't done so yet, and then I built up my Rion, and I was able to clear this no problem. Another note to take here is that you don't need to do all 3 of these missions at once. You can come in here, clear 1 mission at a time if that's what's easiest for you. I would recommend you clearing the costumes first. For this instance, Rion and Gale. Going in there, clearing that mission, and then you can go back and do the 5 critical hits. But you don't need to clear them all at once, and that's going to make this much easier for you. Just look at it 1 mission at a time. Yes, you have to hit it 3 times. It might be a little more stamina, but it's going to be less stamina in the end because you'll be able to complete it faster instead of trying to do all 3 missions at once. That's the way I had to do this. I first cleared the costumes, then I went back to the critical rates and the no incapacitated heroes, and I was able to clear it in 2 shots, no problem. But I know moving down this list, the quests and challenges are only going to get harder. This was the first quest, and it was a little challenging, and that worried me how hard the rest are going to be after this. It should be doable up until the last couple stages, I would think. Even on the Rune Dungeon floors, most of the time you can clear up to stage 8, no problem, and then 9 and 10 tend to be the problem, and I think this is going to be much of the same way. If we look at the missions we have to clear to get all of these awesome rewards, there is 50 total, but there is 60 total missions on the Abyss Tower. So you don't have to clear every single mission, guys. You can miss a few. You can miss 10 to be exact, and still clear all of the mission rewards. I'm glad they did it that way and they didn't make it so you had to clear the boss floor, because I don't think a lot of new players or free-to-play players are going to be able to clear the last floor. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if you're a free-to-play player and you cleared the last floor, no problem. But I think it is going to be an issue for some new and free-to-play players. So I'm glad to see that they made it so you guys can still get all of these rewards without having to worry about even touching the last stage if you don't want to. Technically, you can clear all of the missions up until quest 18. So basically clear up to quest 17, and you don't even have to touch these last 3 floors to get all of these rewards from the Abyss Tower. And of course, you want to get as many free gems as you possibly can as well. But I think clearing these main rewards is most important, and you could do that just by going to quest 17. Every 5 floors, you will also get an awesome reward, as in a weapon insignia, a skill insignia, a black pearl. So definitely most important to clear up to quest 15, and that's why I say if you just clear up to 17, 3-star everything, you don't really have to worry about the last 2 floors. But definitely clearing up to 15 is important because these rewards are awesome and they come along with these other rewards. So you're getting a ton of awesome stuff from the Abyss Tower. One of the best ways to farm some of these really hard resources that we need currently, because I'm lacking all of these things: weapon insignias, Skill insignias, ascension books, I need them all. Cubes, I'm lacking it and I need it. So I'm so glad to see that they added a stable way for us to farm it. Now I am working on my second quest. I just started building the team for it. And I need to use Lars and Theo. Thankful for me, I was already building Lars and Theo. So this will be an easy one for me to clear. And one more thing I want to throw in here, the free characters that they gave us, the free Theo, the free Argo, those 4 stars that they're giving us in the events, they are going to come in clutch for you guys in this content, because now you have a maxed Theo that you can use to clear these missions. So when you get to the harder floors, you'll have a max ascended Theo and weapon. Same thing with Argo. When Argo comes into play, you'll have a maxed Argo, and you'll be able to clear these missions much easier than if you had to use a 2-star or a 3-star. So maybe these characters aren't that great. They're only A and B tier in certain content, but at least you will get good use out of them in the Abyss Tower. I'm using my free Theo in this particular case, and she's going to be able to clear this content for me, no problem. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be using your Argos and your Theos to clear these Abyss stages as well. But I want to know what you guys think about the Abyss Tower. Are you happy to see it? Are you going to farm it? Did you clear it all? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. We are so close to 4,000 subs. Once we reach it, we will start another sub celebration. If you want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, those are always linked down below. 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. If you want to be a part of the random giveaway that we do here on YouTube, all you have to do is sub to the channel, like and comment on my past 10 videos, and that will automatically enter you into the random giveaway. I pick those winners on Discord. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.